That missile's German.
Ooh, cockpit view.
Yeah.
Star Fox cockpit, I'm gonna get really sick view.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That light shouldn't be here today.
Oh, and don't crash into other planes too.
Yeah, no. So far, my favorite thing that I've seen from this game is like someone force pushed a Luke's.
Dude into.
Oh shit!
Ah!
He crashed anyways.
It's okay, Bronze. You revenge from beyond the grave. It's okay.
I do like the scale of the battle, like the fact that you look up there and just see this massive war going on. Like
Yeah.
that's always really cool. Like this entire battle has felt like really huge and epic.
It's big.
Yeah, I mean it's 20 on 20, and like on the PC, I think there's actually on the PC version, I think there's a 32 on 32 mode.
Dang. You know that PC though.
Shut the fuck up.
Not going there.
No, we can get like.
Is this 4K? 4K is so awesome. It's
Protect me, Luke Skywalker! Come back here!
Protect me with your
No,
mighty
he's
green
the one.
saber.
He's a one-man warrior. He doesn't need to do that.
He's not gonna take it.
Wow.
Yay, Bronson leveled up.
That is very much Jedi right there. He's just like, and then just walks forward and then boop.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, so.
They somehow managed to bring all the actors of the original trilogy back together.
I'll tell you how they did that. Money.
Lots and lots of money.
Oh, crap.
What?
Slave 1.
I also feel like Disney also has the money and the influence to say disregard all that fiction that happened in the books.
Yeah, like the only thing
here's the thing,
Mouse could pop up
like if George Lucas came out and said that, I don't think anybody would take it seriously. But the fact that Disney said that, yeah, everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, no, like the only thing that is canon Star Wars now is the movies, that Clone Wars cartoon, and some of the games. I forgot which ones.
The good games.
I know the MMO is supposedly canon.
Well, yeah, BioWare dumped too much money into it.
So.
Also, EA is the exclusive provider of Star Wars games.
Does that just hurt your soul?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's like, I guess if BioWare made like a Jedi Knight or another Knights of the Old Republic style game, okay, maybe that's not the worst
I would
thing in the
totally
world.
be down for Knights of the Old Republic 3.
Yeah, but you have to understand, the BioWare today is not the same as the ones of the past.
Oh, I know.
Okay, the ones who made I can really tell there's a big difference between the people who made Mass Effect 1 and the direction that Mass Effect 3 took. Same with Dragon Age.
Is that is?
Oh!
You were hunted.
I got killed by Kyle. RoboCop.
You mean Kyle's, what is it, son?
Yeah.
Are you capturing control points or are you just shooting everyone?
I'm trying to get to control
Okay,
points.
I thought you were just shooting everyone.
Yeah, I was a little confused. Why I like Star Wars Battlefront 2? Chaos. This game, chaos. Like that. A random thing just comes out of the sky and just crashes down.
I think it's on purpose that they crash or like complete accident.
I think it's an accident. Like they get shot down. Crash.
You don't think that one guy's like, I'm bored of the plane and just crashes into the grounded enemies?
You just hope it's not friendly fire.
Yeah. Come on, bro, to become dark.
I'm guessing they
become Luke Skywalker.
did they kill the. If I were to take a guess, they might have killed the lore for how the rebels got founded, because Force Unleashed 2 did that, and I remember I watched that cutscene on YouTube. I'm like, this is
shaky as
This
shit.
makes me sad.
This is lame. This is no.
To the left, Bronze, to the left.
Ah, right as I scoped in.
It's like, what left?
He's just like, your left and my left.
Is that pizza flavored? Oh my god, it's pizza flavored Pringles.
Yes.
Heck yes, yes please. Thank you.
Ow! What the fuck?
I like sour cream and onion also.
I love spawning and then right behind me just dudes. Awesome.
That sounds like a personal problem. That guy's just like, I don't even care about your towers. I want the people. You get points for just damaging the vehicle, not even killing it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Hey, doesn't need to be a game that makes sense. Just needs to make you feel good.
It's a feel-good game of the
Makes
year.
you feel like you matter.
I mean, like, this is definitely gonna be one of those like games that like we talk about for like best graphics and best audio design. Which I know that like we're gonna have to have that discussion. It's like, well, yeah, they just ripped it from fucking Star Wars, but I'm like, yeah.
You know what Nick's gonna say?
What?
Best graphics is The Witcher because 4K on SLI, and I'm just like, that's not reasonable.
It's just like,
I mean, granted, I would agree that The Witcher has some of the best tech out there, but I wouldn't say that just because you have a 4K SLI computer, that instantly wins best tech. Okay, you know, maybe that does win best tech, but I have no idea.
like, well, yeah, we have 2 awards for visuals. We have technical and then we have artistic. So I mean,
I wouldn't mind The Witcher winning best technical. I can agree with
yeah,
that.
like that I will totally like.
Best.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Oh shit, Luke Skywalker is
speaking
fighting
with-
fucking. See, this is the moments I'm talking about. It's fucking Luke Skywalker fighting Boba Fett. The fuck yeah, that's awesome.
You better hope the guy knows how to
Yeah,
control
he
Luke
did.
Skywalker.
Killed him. Cool.
Is
To be
Boba Fett
fair-
just kneeling over there?
That's how the hero deaths work. They
Oh,
kneel when they
right, like
disappear.
that. I remember now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, here's the thing. If we're gonna say best art, I don't think Star Wars deserves it because you're just taking whatever's from the movies. That's basically here. It's just like you don't really need sound design team.
I mean, you
just get most
do
of it
because it
in the
needs to be implemented right. You know.
Yeah, but that's a technical end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's part of the sound design.
As far as Star Wars, it's like you have like 30 years of Star Wars to get your art from, to have art inspiration from. So I'm just like,
I am saying that like for the sound design one, like as far as artistic goes, like it's technically a very good looking game. I definitely think it's going to be in the running for best technical graphics. I just don't think it'll win because of the existence of The Witcher.
I also think that this is a Battlefield engine.
Yeah, it's the Frostbite engine.
It's the Frostbite engine, which
Yeah.
is their giant multi-purpose engine that they do everything from Dragon Age to Battlefield.
Has anyone else found it weird that all these game companies went from like using proprietary engines to writing their own
Well,
in-house shit?
How expensive is it to make a game these days?
He has no helmet.
Yeah.
You know how expensive it is to make a game these days? It's just cheaper to buy an engine and go
Yeah.
for it. Because not to mention, you have to pay people to program a graphics engine. That is, like, look at Square Enix. Look how long it's taking for them to make anything happen.
Yeah.
And they use proprietary engines.
Stop hurting my heart.
No, really, it's true.
I
Okay,
know.
they use... Square Enix is probably like one of the few companies out there that make their own engines.
Well, now
And
everyone.
look how long it's taking for them to get anything done.
Now
Well,
everyone's
one
do-
of the reasons it takes them to get anything done.
Now everyone is doing it though. Like
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
You remember, like Xbox 360? I remember everything started getting powered by Unreal 3.
Help defend the ground, Bronson. That would have been really funny if you turned into each other. Do you get? Does this not have any missiles?
It does, but they're very.
What's R1? A pizza? A pie? Oh, that's a torpedo. I thought
Yep.
it was like pie.
Yep.
You could be a big pig too.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I wasn't alive. Obviously, none of us here were alive in 1979. But I look at this and I'm like, how did they make this movie in the 1970s?
Like that was like
Like I said here, and like we look at Star Wars now, like oh CG, yeah, sci-fi is totally possible thanks to CG. Then you look at like 1970s,
like Star Wars,
1970s.
Terminator.
Yeah, you look at that stuff, just like how did they do that?
It's very, very like good set designers and costume artists and talent.
Magic. They used magic. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
nowadays, whenever you want to, have a space station blow up, just CG it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, like look at the lightsaber battles in like Episode 3, and then look at the ones in like 5 and 6. Like, I remember there's like a running joke amongst like Star Wars fans that fight between Obi-Wan and Vader in Episode 4, which is like shh, shh. It's like we old Obi. Like that's what it is.
So what you're saying, like the original ones were a lot more elaborate and
Well, yeah.
fast paced, right? Whereas the new one is just one gigantic epic
It's
theater fest.
It's like you watch like the opening of episode 3, and you're just like, there is like 2 lightsaber fights and a space fight in the first 15 minutes of that fucking movie.
Is that bad, Bronson?
No, it's like I said, it's
I
good.
wouldn't say that's bad.
I'm saying that it's very different than like. I think the storytelling in the originals are better, and that's why they're kind of held as better films.
By the way, don't get force pushed into a plane.
That would be a real oddity.
Wait, if you get force pushed into a plane, does the plane blow up?
Yes, it does.
Video game logic.
Well, I mean, I was about to say, if your plane hit a human and your plane's not that big.
Depends. Well, it depends. If the human ends up hitting the engine, yeah, you're screwed.
I'm going inside the
If
rebel
it hits
base.
the windshield, not really.
Yeah, it's like that's a large.
Well,
but that's too complicated,
how?
right? Let's just have the plane blow up.
Also,
that counts as hitting an object.
Also, you have to think like how, how big is the like how strong is force push? Like how hard is it force?
Yeah, but it's a human body. It's not.
I was like, why are you just standing
It's not
there with
uranium.
him, Bronson?
It's not uranium. It's.
I was deploying the turret.
Oh.
I'm assuming Vader spawned somewhere.
Yeah, that totally is what that means.
Because every time you played a hero in Battlefront 2, it always played a special theme. For that character.
Every time I hear that music, I just you just get chills.
The Imperial March.
Yeah, like
That is one of the most
it's
amazing.
It's
marching themes to an empire you can ever have.
It's one of the most iconic pieces of music of all time.
Yeah.
Like, you play the Imperial March, everyone knows what that song is. Like, everybody.
And it's only 30 years old?
Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da.
I say it's more memorable than the Star Wars theme itself.
Hey,
The Star Wars theme is
yeah, like
pretty close, but
no, like,
everyone knows the Imperial March.
but like, who's the number one character you think of from that? Like, who's the number one character from the original trilogy? And like, everyone and their mother is probably gonna say like Vader.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not joking. Like my uncle, he has entire cases filled with action figures of Star Wars that he never opened. They're still in boxes.
Oh, that money.
Like, I adore Star Wars.
I mean, he doesn't have like an entire room of it. He just has a case or two.
Hey guys, after playing this game, and talking about it, do you guys want to watch Star Wars?
No,
I'll be too busy.
Damn it.
I'm not a big fan of Star Wars.
I mean, I'm a fan. It's just really specific what you ask me what I'm a fan of. Star Wars.
Yeah, I like nerdy things, but I really dislike Star Wars.
You really dislike Star Wars? Why?
It just bored me. Like, the movies, they didn't entertain me. Like, there were certain parts I'm like, oh, this is great. But most of the time I was like, eh. Like, this isn't anything special.
Like, oh man.
Like, that Darth Maul fight was probably one of the most epic things I've ever seen, though.
It's like me saying Skyrim is overrated or Fallout's overrated.
Like,
Bethesda's overrated, and everyone looks at me and just
they're
blasphemy.
They're just like, who? Oh,
I don't like Fallout. Skyrim was okay. I love Oblivion. That game was great. Like I said, I think part of the reason I like Oblivion so much is it was video game Stockholm syndrome.
We had nothing better to do.
It's like, I play this or I play nothing, so I'll play this.
I like Star Wars. Very specific Star Wars games too.
Yeah.
I do have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but I haven't played it yet.
Do you like the original Mass Effect?
Well, yeah.
Would you like a Star Wars version of that?
Yeah. I mean, I played it, but then I felt like, oh, this game's a little too old, so I stopped, even though it's funny because I played Jedi Knight 2, which is about the same age.
Like, my personal favorite Star Wars game is probably Battlefront 2, though I really love the Rogue Squadron games. Like, I think those games are...
Empire at War was an okay RTS.
I like, when the new movie comes out, when we do our Star Wars coverage, like, I really want to do a 60-minute access of Rogue Squadron 2. Like, I've played the crap out of those Rogue Squadron games on the GameCube and then N64. Also, if you guys want a really good 2D Star Wars game, they put out the Super Nintendo Star Wars game on PlayStation Network, and it's cross-buy with Vita.
You're kidding me. Like that, the destroyed, fly the What was it? The X-wing?
No. It's the one where you're as Luke Skywalker with the lightsaber and shit. It's
Okay.
called Super Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that was for the
It's for the-
Sega.
It's for the Super Nintendo.
No,
yeah.
the game I'm thinking was for the Sega.
Oh yeah, the one that everyone wants is TIE Fighter, and I don't blame them because that game was awesome.
What's that?
It's a flight sim, but with Star Wars. Like it's super dope.
Was it the late 90s?
It's like mid to late 90s, yeah.
My first ever Star Wars games. Hey, you did pretty.
Yeah, I did.
Right, yeah.
I did okay.
5 and 2. It's no 17 and 1.
It's no 14 and 3 and all.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the first ever Star Wars game I had, and I don't even know what it's called. It was a PC game. It was like mid to late 90s origin, but it had one of those little plastic controls, and it had switches on it.
What did it? Were you?
And you were sitting inside a TIE fighter.
That had to be TIE Fighter.
Because
that
was my,
had to be.
That was my first ever Star Wars game, and I didn't know how to play that game because I would just pull random switches that keep going to warp drive in the middle of space for no good reason. And I don't know how you do this. Of course, I was only 5 at the time, so I had no idea how to play games to start with.
My first was. I'm gonna bump this up.
It had a peripheral, a plastic peripheral that you pulled switches on it.
My,
did things.
My first was Rogue Squadron 1 on the 64, and then I played I remember I got Battlefront for my original Xbox super cheap, used, and it was right after it came out. I forgot how I got it so cheap actually, but I played that shit to death. I played the original Battlefront into the ground, and then Battlefront 2 came out, and they did that whole
heroes and
Becoming
more
hero.
chaos.
yeah.